those standards has everything to do with actions, not
No.
physical appearance.
You mean
just
putting
said
your
six-
relationship at risk?
I have
Is
some-
that
No,
what
it's
you're
not
talking
that. Like,
Okay,
well,
okay,
that's
hold on,
you
hold on,
not-
hold on,
do
hold
you
on.
not trust
Hold on,
your
hold on, hold on, hold on.
significant other
There's a line to
outside?
this.
That's a
No,
very good question.
there's a line to this. Hold on, because she had something to say first, and then she had something
Yeah.
to say as well, and then we'll give you a word as well. But just let's make sure that we keep this thing,
Lovely.
organized so that we can actually have it. So please don't interject.
Okay.
All right,
Trigger.
Donovan, did you finish your point? You done, right? You go with your point.
Yeah.
Okay,
good.
go ahead.
Before you explained yourself fully, that's why I was kind of like confused. But now that you explain yourself, I don't see a problem with what you're saying. But I feel like if you're
Much.
going to have standards or have certain things that you look for in a girl, you should say that at the start. Whether you're fuck buddies, whether you're just transitioning from friends into something, hey, if I'm gonna fuck with you at all, I don't want you doing this thing, or I don't find these things
If we're
attractive.
just- I understand, but if we're fuck buddies, those kinds of things aren't going to end a relationship because there's no commitment.
True,
So
but
how do you know?
sometimes
So-
things
Can I just make
transition.
one point here?
Sometimes
Well,
things change
that's-
and
hold on. This
relationships
is what
change,
you're
bonds
absolutely
change.
right.
So
No,
you
you're-
should set the standards.
You're
so-
absolutely right. And that's why I said when she angles for a relationship, here's what I don't tolerate. That's the transition. And if
Yeah.
she's down with
As
it,
long
cool.
as
If
you're
she's-
saying that, but if they're just
Absolutely.
going, if it randomly happens, like she's like, "Hey, I'm gonna go
Oh,
to
no.
the club,"
No,
and you're like, "Oh, I don't fuck with you," you just
No, no,
don't
no, no. That-
respond,
yeah,
but you didn't
that's-
tell her. That's weird.
No,
like,
that's not. No, that's. I'm very, very clear at the beginning. You can ask my girlfriend. I was very, very clear. And again, I said, Devin, you're a grown woman. I'm never going to tell you what you can or can't do. And I tell men this too. You can't control your woman, but you can control yourself.
All right, and you had something, and then we'll go to Lovely.
I just had a
Oh,
question.
sorry,
What
yes,
about
okay.
what about clothing? Do you care about what type of clothing your woman wears?
Well, of course I care.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Because I want her to look good.
No, I'm saying like if she's having like her titties out, do you care about that?
Well, being naked in public is a crime. So I wouldn't
All
recommend
right.
that.
Okay, and Troy, you had something, and then we'll go to Lovely.
I was going to just take it in a slightly different sort of. I hope this doesn't derail the point too much, but for me personally, I don't see
Closer to the
commitment
mic,
at all
Troy.
in the early stages of a relationship.
Right.
When I say
Sure.
the early stages,
Sure.
so when I say the early stages, we can be talking up to over a year. It could be 18 months, whatever. I don't verbalize at all. I don't sit down with them. I don't have the conversation. We start dating. We see each other, blah, blah, blah. And usually I'll be dating non-exclusively. So I might be dating other people. And then we kind of see, and some of those women, obviously we're going to stick, we're going to have that bond.
Right.
We may end up together, others not. And I'm not sitting down and laying down the law. I'm not even sitting down and saying, these are my requirements or anything. I'm not having those conversations. And what I do instead is I then observe and I see what happens. And then if she is, she turns out she's the kind of girl, she loves to party, she's out all night, and she's not available on the phone, whatever, something like that. I don't feel comfortable with that. Then I'm just not going to continue to see her. And this is why I keep sort of wondering aloud how long this guy's been seeing her for. Because for me, this kind of problem doesn't really arise, because by the time she's become my girlfriend, we have that understanding between us. And this sort of situation is very, very unlikely to arise because she already knows where she stands.
And then Lovely, go ahead.
Yeah, I kind of agree with what he's saying. That's why I was kind of confused where you were coming from. I personally feel like your opinion on relationship is based from a place of insecurity, because I do personally know in myself couples that actually can have fun together.
Mhm.
They can let their wives go outside with their friends and have fun, and it's no issue. So I was kind of confused. Like,
I'm not confused at all. If that's
like,
what they want to do,
why
they
is
can do
it
that.
like the end game for her to be somebody that attends a bar or go out with her friends? Like,
She can do whatever she
why
wants.
are you not secure in yourself to where she's gonna like step out with somebody else?
I'm very secure. If she decides to step out with somebody else, then that's it.
No, but you
Can he like
you
what
made
he
it
likes?
clear
hold on,
that
real
you
quick.
made it
See,
you made it
see,
clear that
listen
you
to
would
this.
not take somebody
Okay,
serious
Lovely.
that
Here's
goes to the bar.
here's the deal. Here's the deal. I think what you want to be able to do whatever it is you want to do without the consequences, and that's what you seem to have a problem with.
No.
I'm not. Hold on. Let me finish. I'm not going to control my woman. I'm never going to say you can't do this. All I can control is what I do. The problem that you have is that I would effectively end the relationship if she engages in activities that she knows effectively end the relationship. There's nothing wrong with that.
Your problem.
I don't have any problem.
You just stated your problem.
I don't have a problem. My relationship
No.
is strong.
You just stated your problem, but whatever
what was my
what
problem?
you just stated, I don't have those type of issues. Like, my man can take me out and have fun with me. If I go out by myself with my friends, He know I'm enjoying myself with my
I'm
friends and
happy
not
for you.
looking at anybody else because I'm
I'm happy for
secured
you.
with him.
Exactly.
See, okay, the thing is that this is just him. You have to understand, not all guys are like
No,
this.
no,
This
I
is
know
just
that.
his-
That's exactly
That's why I'm
right.
kind of confused because it's like
But
That's
it
exactly
just
right.
he's talking
Moving
about
on,
him.
moving on.
You're
Don't
saying-
even care. He can like what he likes.
It's-
Period.
no, I can respect his opinion, but you're saying you like this type of girl,
Yes.
and if in order for a girl to mess with you, that she has to move this type of way, but you're kind
Yes.
of contradicting what you're saying.
Here we go.
I would
know.
say he's
But
more
we do the same-
traditional
I'm
than
Can I
very
say-
straight.
oh,
I,
you
listen,
More
I'm not
traditional.
contradicting. I mean, listen, I'm very straightforward.
You're saying your girl can do what you want to do, but if she does exactly what you're saying, you're gonna have an issue with it. Like,
I'm not gonna have an issue with it. We're not gonna have a relationship anymore. There's no relationship.
That's
I think
Why-
that's my favorite line
why
you
is it
said all
into a
night.
relationship because your
That's
your
just
woman
how
wants to
he
step
is.
out and have
Why-
fun with
Why are
her
y'all so confused?
girlfriends.
I think
Can
it's
I ask
boundary.
you?
Lovely.
Well, here's
Lovely.
my
I think
question.
there's
Why is it
levels
that
to
you?
I think there's levels to boundaries. When you see someone in the way, that's what I was trying to say earlier, like in the natural habitat. If it's your natural instinct to be partying all the time while you're in a relationship,
Sure.
you're obviously seeking something different.
That's
You're
not
seeking.
I don't think that's true though.
having a drink
If
with
your
my
partner
girlfriend
is
is not
that's
part
kinda
of
there's a
wrong.
difference between
Ladies. Okay,
So
go ahead,
there's a
finish your
difference
point, and then
between
Lovely
going-
can finish hers. So finish,
Okay.
and then Lovely,
Let's
and
say
then
you go out like once or twice a year. And it's like, hey, it's a birthday. Okay, I'll be back by like midnight, going to dinner, drinks, whatever. Da 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 da. There's the difference than going out every weekend till 5 a.m. randomly, not answering your phone, just texting back. Like if I'm not answering my phone and I'm only texting you, it's not that loud.
okay,
It's because I'm avoiding you.
Lovely, go ahead.
She's saying that, but me, if I'm out and I'm having drinks with my friends, I'm texting my guy and letting him know what's going on. So it's not like I feel like you're painting a different picture. With me, I'm gonna have communication with my whoever I'm dealing with. So if I'm out
I think we're
enjoying
all painting
myself,
different pictures, but
All right,
I
so
guess,
I think I'm being
but
pretty
I just feel
straightforward.
like you're
They're just-
insecure. I'm
no,
sorry.
you are, and I've been very listening
I'd like to
extremely
add
closely.
Call whatever you want. It
To
is what it
I've
is.
been listening.
Merch.
So I'm just gonna say this, and then we're gonna move on, so we don't beat a dead horse here. I was listening extremely, very closely to everything the girls were saying, and then everything you guys were saying. I don't know if you guys noticed, but Troy and Donovan literally said the same exact thing. The difference is this: the reason why you guys are reacting the way that you are on what Donovan said is because of the way that he said his standards. And whether you ladies want to accept it or not, they are standards. And he just has standards that I don't like these actions from a woman, which, to be honest, is very fair because actions are actually, it can be influenced and changed.
And
A man's height, though,
Can't.
can't be, or other things that women discriminate men on all the time. And it's very interesting because as I was listening to this conversation, women tend to look at men's standards as discrimination, but a woman's standards are okay. You know what I'm saying? If a woman has preferences, consider standards. Hey, I hold myself to a certain regard, and he's literally doing the same exact thing, but you guys consider it discrimination, which is, it was amazing to watch.